I'm Bruce. I've been living here and trying to create sustainable living, and after thinking a lot about what is the most sustainable aspect of our existence here, it's pretty clear that it's reusing, recycling, using what was left behind by the loggers to build the house, using material like the windows that have been taken from other buildings and sold at the restore or yard sales or wherever.
This handrail was given to Bruce by Hoopy out of his back 40, I think, a nice piece of cedar. And he saw it as a handrail for the house, and sure enough, it works perfectly.
The floor, it's unfinished maple floor that was a tree that was out in the orchard, and it was shading the orchard, and of course maple takes a lot of water. Every Sunday after the market we have leftovers to deal with. If we don't sell some things, which cabbage seems to be the thing, I have to make it into sauerkraut, which we love our sauerkraut, so we don't mind. And I have this beautiful cabbage shredder that Don Candy somehow came up with. And
anything old is good.
This is the old-timers one. This is what my grandmother used to use, and now we're able to shred our cabbage pretty fast. It's good for your arms too. This is a pot that came from John Sabota. Actually bought it, and when he realized we were making sauerkraut, he donated it to us, and I just give him sauerkraut in exchange. But it's a German design, and it's made with a stopper. I mean, it's got a little lip, and a lip catches the water, and the water keeps the air. It lets the air out without air or bacteria and other things that would stray yeast that would ruin it, like your beer and wine. You need to do the same thing. So this, after about 6 weeks, you have a product and fill it up again. Tony Baker constructed these cabinets for Lee-Andra's kitchen and made them out of an old growth log that was absolutely rotten and basically barely, looked like firewood. And Hoopy inspired us and told us to cut lumber, and here we are. When we first came here, we were told it wasn't farmland, so we had to kind of figure out what would work here. And trees grow really well on this island, so we decided to try and get food trees going. And after all our experimenting, the apples worked out not so great, grapes okay, but hazelnuts, that's our product, and we've decided that would be the main focus. And we have pine nuts and walnuts and butternuts and things like that, but the hazels are the fastest growing, super productive. This is about a 7-year-old tree now, and it's going to be the best year so far, so I guess I'm pumped up on it. I guess sustainability in my mind is a lot about that. It's about what will and what won't work, and maybe trying to save somebody else the wasted effort of doing something that won't work. So our vision that this is kind of an experimental farm for people in the future to understand what will and won't work here. We've organized our farm, or our situation here, into separate zones. Each zone has its own purpose, and many multi-purposes lots of times, like the pond, which we dug to have irrigation. We built a sauna beside and a nice little deck that goes to it, and so we can swim all summer and in the winter.
So this is part of the winter sustainability on the farm here, is a sauna fed by a stove Bruce made years and years ago.
1978.
78, right on. And so we feed it from the outside, and we go in, and the pond is quite accessible, so when you get overheated, you jump in the pond and cool off. And it's very lovely.
That's a 45-gallon drum. Stove made by Lee Valley in 1978, shipped out from Ontario in a little package. So these pieces here are cast, and you just drill holes and put it into an old oil drum and away you go. And this stove has been used almost continuously since then. This is our mushroom growing zone. These are the logs that we've inoculated with shiitake. That seems to be the best. We've got oyster ones that we've tried. We've tried a lot of different ones, but shiitake seems to be the best to put into logs to grow. Experiment, which is these tubs here. This is Kevin Mitchell's mentoring. He's told me to fill these with fresh chips and then put some of the mycelium in, and so far it's worked really good, especially in our greenhouse that is dark. In a dark space in your greenhouse, you cover them, give them moisture, wait, and suddenly the miracle of mushrooms just starts popping. A few times this year already, this has just been solid oyster mushrooms. It's really quite a thing. Like, there is some farmland on Denman, but not much. The ALR has got it all blocked out for this incredibleness, but it's not. But they insist it is, so well.
Wow, fatties. Bees love these guys. It's developed very slowly over 21 years, and this garden was started in '97, this back portion, and we've been trying to build its fertility through adding lots of organic matter, but the sandy nature of the soil just doesn't allow it to hold much.